How are people doing in chat today? Let's see. One more thing. Alright. How's that? Get this going. Let's see. Continue on episode 4. Or yeah, live screen, there we go. Alright. Continue in the fourth case. The 4. Inches of the clouded Kokoro.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
Now we're back in the Lord Chief Justice. So, talk about last night, Mr. Naruto? No, not at all. It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? Oh, Jesus. Rooms were so luxurious, it felt like we were staying in a palace. Not used to big shit. And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than the day, even in the middle of the night. About the enormous beds after my time on the SS Bureau. Wasn't gonna waste a single inch of that space. That makes perfect sense. The entire rolling from one side of the mattress to the other. Alright then. Yes, it really was a sort of night you can only dream of normally. Aren't they owed £3 the rooms? That dream quickly turned to a nightmare. Yeah. Oops, sorry about that. They were so impressive and the entrance so inviting, I just entered him without thinking. The Lodging House Japan, thought somebody would put a roof over your head for a whole year. Oh, Jesus. But afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill. No, I really am sorry. Never mind, we must find some more affordable lodging straight away, though. Probably. Careful, entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less. London is a scary place. Yeah, it would be if you're not careful. Oh, good morning to you at this early hour. This is the Chief Justice, right? Yeah. Oh yes, we're, well... It's still being true, guys. Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday. This woman is amazing. She doesn't even bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the imposing Lord Stronghold. I believe you have every comprehensive very comprehensive initiation in British court practices. Yes, it was very eye-opening. Alright. In accordance with the instructions, Lord Strongheart is ordered to perform his duty to the... Yes, everybody been praised the events, whatever. After the remarkable defense, you may consider the test passed. The longer you are a student from the Empire of Japan, you may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer. Only took, 4 cases to become a fully fledged lawyer, apparently. Printer's delighted to welcome young talent from some remote eastern land. Thank you very much. I'm a lawyer now. Now, I'll give you your new appointment. I have a fresh case in mind. Oh, jeez. Like you take it all at once. I trust I won't be a problem. Another case already. Trains a lawyer better than practical experience. Sure, I don't seem satisfaction, do I? Yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms. Just to come to terms with it. And it was clear. What were you hoping for? Ability of defense has not at present time been established by this court. That's a company. The jury will not be required. Judgment. Okay. Hello, Nancy. It's been a pleasure. So what else? Nice to hear, my dear fellow. I'm ask for a better defense. So, yeah. Crazy laugh. Get out of this flashback. Nobody would even send that flashback, like gosh darn, man. Just can't help wondering. McGillis really was innocent. Naruto. It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended. Maybe I'm gonna trouble you for a second longer. Ready? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? As McGillis passed away immediately following the trial. So, counting if you saw the last stream, I had a hunch he was in the carriage. Although it might have been he passed away in another way and it wasn't the carriage, but it's strongly hinted at. Oh, what? Mr. McGillis is dead. "19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. I have enough to talk." My person that keeps McGillis dead. I understand what happened. Can he be dead? Such a drug flew yesterday. There was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you presume to recall, the omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom. Because of course that was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGillis had been accused of. Precisely. While the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matters, I was one of them playing. No. Nothing had happened. That is being investigated as we speak, but already. Police have been by the corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of McGillis. Oh, so someone like went inside, at least with their sleeping charred remains. First, I just looked inside while the bailiff's attention was lost. The bailiff really needs to pay more attention. How could that have happened? The bailiff's being investigated as we speak. Getting back now. And after the trial, Miss McGill did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus. Yep, and this is all repeat. Repeat of the last one, yay. I hope to God I named this right, and essentially trial 4. If I put 3 again, I totally screwed myself with the title. Knowledge? I don't believe Scotland Yard has any intention of re-examining the carriage. I think I missed a line. I think I did accidentally miss the line. Oops. No. Didn't mean to skip. So definitely my bad. Do. Pick it like a minor thing. I'll try to do this. Alright, okay. But then, what was Mr. McGill talking about? Oh my god, now the yard is making a thorough investigation. Sure. Can we trust that though? Like, how things have been going, can we really trust something like that at this point? Anyways, this matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police. Yeah, okay. What Mr. McGill did. British court. How did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court? Oh, well, I don't know. I knew it was... Wow. But means the whole experience was steeped in this solemnity of Great Britain's long history. Really, worlds apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old. Auto stands in such a way with words. Seemed to have a way of failing to find the right ones. She can apparently read your mind. Weirdest thing ever. Weirdest, coolest thing, whatever. Digital system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can. Most advanced in the world? Oh shoot. Oh. It was fortunate. That your very first trial was. Huh? Simple. Yeah, no. I would question a simple affair when it's a murder trial. Believe me, I mentioned this morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose. Wouldn't be contrary to my stronghold, but it was anything but simple. The circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard it. And in fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. Is something funny? No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent, wouldn't you agree? Well, I don't know about that. Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much at least is undeniable truth. This is precisely why I prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before. What was I going to say before? Okay. Perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? You'll tell me it's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes. Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last statement. In fact, this case is completely different. Oh, I see. Did you read my mind? What does it say? No one has died as yet. The trial will not be today. There is plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. Hours, 50 minutes. 19 seconds to be precise. Yeah, the trial is tomorrow. Think alright? Oh yes, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... I left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. Naruto. I don't know if I can face standing in that corner again after this sort of guild's trial. Ah yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. And once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense. Oh. The situation remains unchanged. The trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I do not know what the inevitable outcome. The most terrible end awaits the defendant. Yes, that's right. Ugh. Here we go again. Anyway, that's all I can talk. Your time is up, you'll have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits. As I mentioned, at 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time. One more thing, Miss Naruto. There is something I should like to ask you. What's that? Yesterday you remarked upon something. Did you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi? I'd be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds. Well, that's not what we used to say. You wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world worked, so we could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself, and there's another thing. Oh? Another thing? Continue. On the way here on the steamship, he said something to me. It's very important that I have to do. They're very important. And what exactly would that be? He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he ever made it to the I got cut off, damn it. We're out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion. Naruto, what was this all about? Just hoping everyone once mentioned anything of the sort to me. I urge you both to focus your attention on the matter at hand. I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. Ooh, we finally see the police inspector! He'll be able to appraise you of the details. How long has he been there? Well, I wish you the best of luck, and bid you farewell. Finally, I get to see a police inspector, considering police inspectors would be close to a detective at this point. Considering the main game had detective. But yeah, whatever. Technically, Sholmes is the detective, but he's not Dick Gumshoes and shows up like every episode. There's something very important that I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean? I wish I knew, but honestly, you never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think? Yes, you're right. Derp. I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say it looks pleased to see us at all. Ain't that the truth? I have to examine. Okay. What is he holding? I want to know. I'm actually curious what he's holding. Also, I like the animations because they make and then he shakes it and it regrows. Actually, really, really cool thing to eating. Very nice. Toby, what do you think? Well, the weather, isn't it? What's the weather got to do with anything? Give me a young Japanese upstart. I'm worried about the weather doesn't better English get eating out of your hands, you know. Oh, so I was not told me if I would. Told me it was foolproof. A busy man, a very busy man. The crime scene to investigate, and I'm here having to give the likes of you a talk to. Oh, I'm never so sorry. Imagine what the other officers will be saying, I've seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. All because some bumpkin who's here on a job in a country I've never heard of, even heard of. God, I can't remember words right now. Hear that ripping sound? The reputation at the yard going to town. Way to rip us apart as well. I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, I'm Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. What's going on? Holy weather we're having today, isn't it? It is unseasonably fine, I grant you. London's winters don't see a lot of sunshine. Oh, it's foolproof for her! Unbelievable. How did he pull that off? Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you I'm from Scotland Yard. Gregson, I'm Inspector Gregson? What's the matter with Susato-san? Does your name mean something to her? I'm Inspector. Are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson? I think like you know this man, Mr. Zato. He's a London detective. I do know him very well, in fact. Very well. He's featured permanently in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Oh god. Here we go again. Oh, a publication? Called again? Grandest Magazine? Yeah, Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry. Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? Incredible. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, but he does come up with the goods from time to time. Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Ugh. Gregson is the pick of a bad plot in all the Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words. That's his highest praise? Let's go. What? Thomas Sholmes is particularly known for giving compliments, you see? But he is not, and thanks to the magazine, my name is known all over London town now. Duh. That's great, isn't it? Like... I have to admit that to start with, I was a little, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wants to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof. Well, that's wonderful. No, it is not. There's nothing more sinister than a man on the street. People are always looking at me now, whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors? Are you quite sure? He's changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head. Something like that.
Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
Well, like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folks are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying, as sure as eggs is eggs. Okay? Weird flex? I get the feeling this detective could be very hard work.
Oh dear, perhaps some rise to fame does change people.
Now, what about the case? So, about the case, the Lord Chief Justice doesn't tell you, really. As far as we're concerned with the odd, it couldn't be simpler.
Here, that probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right. A young woman who was walking along the pavement of Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in a hospital unconscious.
Despicable, what sort of coward would attack the partner from behind?
I suppose you would have finished whoever was auto takedown, wouldn't you?
That's neither here nor there, Mr. Naruto.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Crazy, Rinosuke, you've angered her now. Anyway, there was something of a whirlwind investigation. The criminal was arrested. I barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest. Oh, fuck. No. Oh. I got him. There must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit.
Or perhaps we'll have a witness recognize the person in question?
I'll stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one. Sorry. There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help Loeb now. Ever not? Simple. The prosecutor has been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Byron Von Zeeks. Oh my god. That was totally seen because whenever they say, oh, you're not gonna win, because usually the prosecutor that's fucking bullshit and he's gonna be the main prosecutor throughout the fucking rest of the game. I'm not for sure about the second part of this because I know this is this has 2 games in it. I don't know if he'll be in the second part. He might be. I can see it. I just know that every game always has 5 cases. They always have 5 cases, and I think depending on which game you can actually have an extra case added on, which is actually really cool that some of the extra cases are really fun. But otherwise, I keep a mindset of each game has 5 cases. So, but obviously this Chronicles is 2 games, so it'll have 10 cases technically. All right, no. Sounds like you heard of him then.
Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zeeks. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
Keeper of the Bailey. Let's learn more about him. Baron Von Zeeks. We faced him for only yesterday.
Mr. McGill told us about him before. Oh, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Van Zeeks stands with the prosecution. They call the accused his sacrificial lambs. In every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. Sugar the Bailey nickname. Suppose he earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty. Is that it?
Oh, that's the case. We should inform you, Inspector. At yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Naruto secured a verdict of not guilty.
And what of it?
Oh, well, I think... That means even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant.
But apparently he's... No, you really don't have a clue, do you? What do you mean? I'm the bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Oh. Eyes McGildy became a dropper in the omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can you? What are you saying? Look, if Van Zieks could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles. He works magic. Black magic. I'd have a good long think about that if I were you. Am I really supposed to believe that? So you're confirming that obviously he doesn't win every case, but every case he does, the defendant dies? It's crazy. Alright, well I filled you in as requested, and I'm very nearly out of chips. I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. You're still carrying out a few investigations there.
It was Brown Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place?
Ooh. Ah. That was correct, madam. Ma'am, whatever. Madam, ma'am. Both same type of deal, whatever. Then if you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself. Brand him a criminal already? He's as good as shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. Give you a chuckle if nothing else. He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. Inmate 53. Thank you. I will try to do voices, but especially if my throat goes bad out, I won't be able to. There's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey.
There's something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo? To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. It takes courage, too.
But if the man they arrested is innocent, I'll imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that funny.
No?
If I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. I'm not really sure if I'm able to help this man, whoever he is. I'd like to try, so I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will he help?
Did you really think you had to ask?
Oh, I'm your judicial assistant. Thank you. So then, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
But should we? That's the better question, is should we? Oh, shit. I know we probably should go over and help out. Anyways, let's go over to... We have Briar Road in the prison. I haven't been here, I wonder what awaits us. It's here, but there's so many interesting books I wish you could borrow. In the crime, the prison, we're so fake. Let's go! I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I actually had... not lurkers, but actually people that were talking, I probably would put a vote to this to go one or the other. But, whatever, I'll go to prison. Yo. Alright, look, prison cell 9. These are British police cells?
Oh, they're ghastly. It feels like a dungeon.
Yes, and having experienced in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls.
Don't, Miss Naruto, you're making it seem worse.
Apparently our client is in this cell here. It's dark at back there, I can't make him out. I wonder what he's doing. Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop right in the back of the cell and show your face at once. Hi. Hi, cat. Yeah, with no name? Calling me by a number? It's utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. I refuse to answer.
Naruto, what do you think is going on here?
I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That triad of complaints was in Japanese.
What the fuck?
Who? He spoke Japanese. Interesting. Now he's paranoid. Okay. They're all around, hiding. I know they are. They're watching, listening. Even now, I can sense it. Right. So can I ask you who exactly— There you are. You've come to curse me, haven't you? Edit your ghost. Ghost?
No harm, prisoner Sam. Are you Japanese by any chance?
His eyes just look like they went back to normal or something. Or am I just trying to play tricks on me? I'm trying. This is beyond my wildest dreams. Forgive me for the outburst, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine, we were just a little surprised, that's all. Imagine it. It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am, in a purple fix in a foreign land. Hearing the sweet cynical tones of compatriots' voices here in this damp, dark hellhole was a most monumentally moving moment. Good guess that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us will turn out to be a fellow Japanese. Oh. Let compassion my fellow countrymen show. Oh, excuse me, God. Dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. Noble, misery, never failing, Nippon. Nah.
First-class lawyer?
Oh dear, I think there's been understanding.
Wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Raven detained a suspect, for example?
Yes, I can, I will. That's to say, stolen and silent.
Not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy.
Yes, he does. You just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I am Naruto Sans Juice.
I'm trying to read it so fast my brain wants to just power through this. Ooh, I'm sorry, guys.
I am Naruhodo Sans Judicial Assistant, Yuzato Mikotoba.
I am a visiting student sent here by our government. Notoriously named Natsume. Those. my brain is trying to realize what that is, how you say that. First name? Oh my god, my brain is dying, guys. So Suzeki? Suzeki Natsume. Oh my god. I can get Natsume, but I can't get his first name. Ooh, it's terrible. Hey, let's talk to him. Suzeki Natsume. Suzeki Natsume-san? What an unusual name. Call me Suzeki, please. A poet, you see. A writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume. Nom de plume? You an alias?
That's right, Naruto-san.
No. Don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that. And haiku. That really reminds me of home.
Didn't you say that you were a visiting student sent over here by the government?
Yes, that's right. A year ago I was told to go and study English. First I had to suffer that misery, and now this. It's beyond the pale. Suffer that misery. Not want to study here? No, I mean, I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course. Huh? But just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean that you can do it, no.
What do you mean?
If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable. Oh my god, this guy. I see. Only the other day, I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white. Washi. Washi? Washi. I could be saying that wrong. I feel like I'm saying a lot of words wrong though. I love this game too much.
You must be a man of great standing.
Oh yes, so I'm often told. Often like to be told, it seems. The accusations against me.
Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Suzaki-san?
I didn't do it. I didn't commit that atrocious murder.
Murder?
Oh no, it's alright. That woman didn't actually die, did she? She was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes.
Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker?
I didn't see anyone. What? If I see the person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in here?
Oh dear, it seems this case become rather complicated.
Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? It's the curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient. Suzaki-san was there at the scene. Exactly. But he didn't see the attacker.
Finally, we found out more about this case.
Yeah, no. About the case, my good sir. It was an accurate evening just after the snow had started to clear with the heavy fog. I had been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to the accursed lodging. To the bookshop. Sure, the bookshop wasn't accursed too. As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman, wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold, hard slabs of stone in it.
How terrible.
I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard. Exaggeration there, perhaps. Terrified, I had to get away from there. I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings. That's not good. They'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that.
Tell me, Sasaki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English? And a young woman at that? I'm different, shy, timid, unsure. Gosh, darn, now I'm hiccuping. I'm trying to do these voices and it's like, ooh. Always happens when I try to do this, man. I can't talk to people. I see. A young woman. Unknown to Sasaki-san. The time it happened. Who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you? Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul. No one. Oh, great.
The victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. Creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it?
What conundrum? How long is this chat gonna go? Jesus. What do you mean, Suzaru-san? What's the conundrum?
Well, if what Sasaki-san has just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim, and that there was no one else at the scene. And he apparently fled without having been seen.
I did. But if that's the case, clearly this man has to be the culprit. You! What did you just say? Nothing? I didn't say anything. Oops, perhaps I thought that a little loudly.
Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Sasaki-san actually come to be arrested?
Sorry?
He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. How did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place?
Oh yes, he's right. It was him. That cursed great detective. He led the police to me. Oh. Gosh. Let's go. Of all the bad luck. The cursed great detective. Oh, wow. Totally was reading that in his voice. You know, the cursed great detective. Could it be? I'll never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his hearty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Brash, big-headed, busybody be gone. Yeah. Will you be cursed until the end of your days, Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, no, it was kind of obvious that we're gonna see Sherlock Holmes again. I knew it.
Mr. Sholmes?
Sherlock Holmes, let's go! Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. It was the morning after the nightmare I had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a silver hard cheese when some men suddenly burst through the door. Shouted at me, "This is the police, put the weapon down." Yes, it was a thin silver, and yes, it was hard, but I wasn't eating a weapon. Discussing dietary discrimination devils. Clearly had a trying morning yesterday. And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That Sherlock Holmes. It's actually just Sherlock Holmes. He's English. I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London.
Yes, the great detective is really well known.
And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman. Me, this weak, stooped kitten of a man. What a great deduction process led him to this conclusion this time.
You mean to say Mr. Sherman's deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That'd be a really most unreasonable.
Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in. Okay.
Of course you were. Well, natural.
I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. If you don't know English and yet you're in England. Doesn't know enough English to know. Why? Why? Anyways. British foreign film flammery.
Go, boys.
Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English.
No, not really. That's a very valid point. Very, very valid point. Like,
Yee. Gosh darn. Good point, good point. But my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. I just kept repeating things like, yes I do, and I'm fine. The next thing I knew, I was in medicals, and before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Oh dear. I'm afraid that's hardly surprising. I'm fine. Not fine now. Well, the question I have for him is Naruhodo Esquire. Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo. And when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough. Oh yes, alright, yes. They really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you? Well, Why? Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me? The thing is, I'm just a student like yourself. Study tour. A student? I've been in a case in the Old Bailey, only the one though. At this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means.
Oh, Naruhodo-san.
Not even the foreign student was supposed to be here. That is. I'm sort of a locum lawyer, I suppose. But the armband, that's the mark of a defense lawyer from our great empire. It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. Keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me.
Oh, what do you mean?
The lawyers. All the British defense lawyers. They won't defend me.
Goodness, why? Why do you say that?
The same reason as you noted before. My victim and myself are out. Run away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. It's very hard for you. Anyway, I'm a student from overseas. Just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction. Compunction? Okay, whatever, at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said. Of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say that this man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyways. Oh. I'm wrong. I studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. I traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and greatest history. What the fuck? Okay, that was either the game or I thought I heard like a phone go off. Like, what the fuck? Alright, I gotta check something. That was kind of weird. I'm going to assume it was the game. I really want to assume it was the game that I was hearing some noise that sounded like a weird phone ring. But I really probably also should check it. The best thing to do right now. Okay. Yeah, it looks like possibly that ringing was from some weird ordeal with the. I just had to double check and make sure. Alright. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. Oh god, sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry guys. Apparently I was having heartburn, so I took some Tums, but I think it's still kind of like iffish. I might have to make a quick break, dude. At some point, because, man, Jesus. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. See what you've been through. Like you said, just that. Give me a little time, please. I'll do what I can for the time being. What do you mean? We shall investigate this case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Oh yes, yes, thank you. I'll be here all alone, waiting for you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Esquire. Okay. We should be going then, Naruto-san. You have a case prepared for. Alright, well, we gotta investigate the Briar Road. Briar Road. Alright, what? So this is where it happened. Briar Road. Huh, look, Mr. Naruto. Police, and another police, and a snowman. The snowman. The snowman is sus, guys. Just look at him. He's sus. That snowman is sus.
Look at all the. Sorry. Look at all that regulation. Metal helmet, it's unmistakable.
Look at that regulation. Ow. Brr.
Men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak.
Yeah? Oh, look, there's another man except for Susato's in the way. But still, that snowman is sus. It's his job, you know.
Just Naruhodo to see one with my own eyes.
Alright.
I've often depicted in the great adventures of Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close.
Boys, come on.
The real Bobby's helmet.
What? The helmet?
Of course. I have to try one on one day.
Well, I hope your hatty dream comes true. Oh, look at this. What's the Japanese delegation doing here?
Oh, Inspector Gregson.
Trying to do all these voices and trying to mix and match voices is not easy for me.
Yeah.
This isn't on the tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware.
Yes, of course. We're here to investigate.
So you've been to the holding cell. What did you make of the criminal?
He's not a criminal as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. Well, do what you will, this doesn't bother me. The bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens, and the verdict's a foregone conclusion. Don't call there rejection.
Hey, Harlan, this time of year is full of still cold air.
That makes it worse somehow. We can talk to you about that stuff, and then I also can examine the scene, or do I just need to... Wait, why is it... Why is that bike over
Oh, a British bicycle, look! Although the wheel is so mishappen, I'm sure it wouldn't possibly be ridden anymore.
there? Oh, someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling.
Bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well.
Bicycle fad won't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that.
Goodness, do you dislike bicycles?
No, not at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike them exactly. Just that any occupation that involves taking both your feet off firm ground seems reckless. Ever try walking on stilts and falling in the river? I know you'd root me.
I'll have to hire a bicycle sometimes so you can sit behind me while I ride you around.
Oh, okay. Let's go. For Strand Street. I'm pretty sure that wording there is the Strand Street. I'll examine the building. Look at the windows of that building there.
For sure they're windows?
It's filled with bricks.
Wait, right. I wonder why. Perhaps it's an empty property where nobody lives at the moment?
There's smoke coming from the chimneys, though.
Oh dear, everything still feels very foreign. There's so much we have to learn about this place.
Brick windows. But actual windows. No.
What? I can examine like the window? Oh, typical old brick building, isn't it? I'm sure it has a long and interesting history.
My throat doesn't want to do this. Well, time certainly seems to have taken its toll on the place. It's cooked and sagging all over. In fact, looks in reasonably worse shape than the other houses around here.
We must find some cheap lodging ourselves as soon as possible.
Yes, you're right. Cheap, but ideally with reasonably level floors. Oh, probably nothing else to check here, but the layout, like, oh hey look. Clouds look so big and heavy in the sky, don't they? With this dense fog as well. I think it looks hazy.
Well, it's known as Foggy London Town.
I can just make out some sort of spire through the fog. It looks like it's still being built though.
Ah, yes, that must be the Crystal Tower. Being built for the Great Exhibition that's to open in 6 months' time.
That is the Crystal Tower being.
Apparently it's going to be very striking, glazed on all sides, and the symbolic centerpiece of the exhibition.
It used to be large exhibition history, is it? I can't begin to imagine. Nothing else. Nothing. Well, I gotta take the street. There are piles of snow on the pavement here and there, but the road itself is covered in carriage tracks.
And carriages often travel down Briar Road.
Soon disperses all the snow. I looked over when I was walking down the pavement road. Seems like it would be far safer to walk on the road instead.
Oh, but you're rather small, Miss Naruhodo. Dressed all in black?
Yes, I would.
A worry coachman might not see you, and you could be flattened by horses.
Well, thank you for the rather small concern. I mean, he's not wrong, but... Oh, let's check the suspicious snowman.
Oh, a delightful snowman.
I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen as well. It was a little creepy, though.
Where's the scarf? Look.
You need one if you're on this freezing cold time. Wish I had one.
I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment, too. We certainly can't afford a scarf.
The other snowman here wouldn't miss his.
Those who made the snowman certainly would.
Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? Covered in snow. Daily News! Is it the Metropolitan? Isn't it said the Metropolitan? William Robin. I actually cannot read the bottom part. This kind of gets cool. I love this stuff where they get wording here and there. Like I like just with the omnibus on the last case, where if you looked around the night, you saw it had Phoenix Wright. Yes, hi. Well, from Scotland Yard. Police are making sure the crime scene is undisturbed. I have a feeling if we wander too close, we'll be trapped in irons. Clapped in irons. Say words.
perhaps you're being a little overcautious. We've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause for concern.
Oh no, I'm not getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Twice I found myself in handcuffs despite not knowing a thing about what was going on.
Yes, you had some dreadful experiences. I'm sure it's that what I built the panic you're so prone to does you no favors at all.
Ugh. After payment must be where the incident occurred.
Yes, it's a very wide open space, isn't it?
That's true. Yes, anywhere an attacker could have been hiding. Oh, what you foreigners doing here?
Huh.
Oh, are we, just investigating the scene officer conspiring with that mustache fella from Japan, are you? Inspiring? Come here to store evidence of you. Get out of here before I give an in. Go on.
Just away like rats.
Yes. You give him a white birth, I think.
What a disappointing experience.
Can I not investigate till I talk to main dude? And I'm expecting everything right now.
Oh, that's a Scotland Yard cannon. These vehicles like that to rush the crime scenes and cart away criminals.
Please.
Please, gosh darn it. Please, let me speak.
Very well informed, aren't you?
Oh, in a dream of mine to ride one of those through the streets of London.
Well, just pick up a stone and throw it through one of the windows then.
That would mean being arrested in order to ride it. Wouldn't it? Still, if it's the only way, I'll find a good stone.
Oh, Jesus. No, I wasn't serious. You just converse with Scotland Yard, let's go.
You're at the Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
I want to see Sherlock Holmes. Come on, let me see him. I have to probably end stream earlier than normal, but yeah, the most sophisticated police organization you'll find anywhere in the world, Mom.
Well, you know, I've always dreamed of wearing a real Bobby's helmet.
Doesn't make them look the part, seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. I apparently get the sense that this is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city.
Oh yes, doesn't he look wonderful?
Being a London Bobby is hard going, I can tell you. Mike forgot his voice for some reason.
Oh really?
First thing in the morning, you know what he does? Goes around and rouses all the laborers on his beat so they can get off to work. But he wakes people up. Yep, raps on the windows of the lawn pole. Did it myself going back a bit.
I had no idea.
The Bobby works for the people of the town. Just another one of his duties. After that, he's not tired of patrolling the streets all day long. I literally forgot the original voice, and this is now his new voice in my head. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's the regulation distance. I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way.
Let me see. 20 miles, that's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama.
On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far. I'm gonna get dark, of course. Oh, sorry guys.
Oh gosh.
He has the important job of lighting all the gas lamps.
Oh my.
I suppose in between all those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well.
These are the criminals trying to evade the law.
I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly, or alongside, but yes. They're expected to handle those jobs as well. We do have men kill it over from time to time, I admit.
Well, you should be wearing one of those helmets, as I said. a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. Alright, about this case. It happened at around 5 in the evening, 2 days ago. Just there on the open bit of pavement. The victim, a young woman who stabbed with a blade from behind. Is that right? That the lady is still unconscious now. You mentioned that she's being treated in hospital. I never said she was a lady. Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all. But that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course. Here's a map of the local area I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want.
Really, are you sure?
It's your policy to give lawyers defending suspects the odd bits of information to go on.
I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still. Thank you, Inspector. We'll gratefully accept.
Local map the entire Corps. Yay! Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. But who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it?
Well, I know Mr. Rossway has also claimed not to have seen anyone else around, but just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can be sure that nobody else was present.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure.
How?
Because, ma'am, the precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed. What? We have 2 very reliable witnesses, no less.
Alright, 2 witnesses, let's go.
It was a typical foggy London that day, and your client obviously didn't see them, and if I missed wording, I'm sorry. No witnesses now. Who are these witnesses? Oh, sorry. Who are the witnesses, Inspector? La 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 la. The fellow and his wife, and the man, one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all of London. He's a copper from Scotland Yard.
Yeah.
A policeman? That might change things.
This policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment the woman was attacked.
Seems like it. Nothing peculiar about that man. Part and parcel of being a hobby. Catching them banging the act and all that.
Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions?
Be my guest. You can ask him what you like in court tomorrow. No. I've no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. I'll give you something to look forward to.
That's that then. He's got no intention to let us meet the man beforehand. Policeman witnessed the incident?
As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that... Oh, I'm sorry. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that it can make our job very difficult indeed. Duh. Isn't everything with this, like... crazy? Yes, as a non-digital assistant, I could have warned... You could have warned me of that, too. Oh yes, one more thing, Inspector. What? Person who led you to the suspect. I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes. What are you bringing him up for? Was something I said? What it was streaming from his cheeks. Yeah, let's talk. Where did you hear that name from? Well, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered his lodging. And there was the result of one of Mr. Sholmes' inspirational great deductions. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Fiddlefinger. Yeah. Man's an amateur, and I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere. Oh? I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime. Wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, claims to have solved the case. Yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he? He's a great help to Scotland Yard, though, isn't he? Gibblegab. Huh. Never seen this before. Oh, yes, that's Rancid Magazine.
Wonderful publication in which the adventures of Herlock Sholmes appears.
Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the odds detectives in its stories. And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. Yes, anyone at the yard. It's a misadventure to be included in any Herlock Sholmes tale at all.
I suppose there's an element of that.
Oh god. Oop, heart attack. Anyways, we work our socks off, every one of us, only to be fronted by the public thinks that obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us in Scotland Yard as he is to all our criminals. That can't really be true.
And Inspector?
Well, the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. Alright, anyways, tomorrow's trial. That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. Are you going to defend him or not? Well, make no difference to me, but I will say this. No London lawyer worth his salt would touch that case with a barge pole. Because the prosecution being handled by the Reaper or the Bailey, you mean? There's no way to save that man now. It's a waste of time trying. It is all a bit strange, though. Sorry? The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
The only people who he usually bothered with are the real scum, the master criminals, the violent. Master criminals? The violent ones? That's right. He handpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for the sins. But Mr. Natsume wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely. That's just my point, Sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but it didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there. This isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for want of a better phrase. I can't read today, apparently. Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it? No, there's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really? What sort of reason, Inspector?
You think I can tell what's going on inside the head of that Lord of Darkness? You have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial. You're really going to have to face the Reaper again? Lord of Darkness, as he puts it. Well, I don't think we're going to gain any more useful information out of the detective. We're done? We're done here? Huh?
Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion?
Oh yes, what is it?
Well, it seems to me we must speak with him about this.
By him, do you mean Sholmes?
Yes, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, exactly.
Those shining eyes, you can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsume did blame Mr. Sholmes for all this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involved party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again.
The trouble is, we have no idea the man's address.
Baker Street.
Got the street name correct. How do you know that?
In the stories, of course. It's want to be Baker Street.
Oh wait, isn't that the actual address? Holy shit! Nice!
Most famous street in the world.
Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I suppose. I'm gonna try to find a way there before Suzato-san gets any more excited and unpredictable.
Ah, I'll summon a carriage.
So we'll have to... So we're to have a reunion already. With the great detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Let's go. A new location. Sholmes Suite. 221B Baker Street, and home and office of the most famous detective in the world. Where really visit do you think? Oh, pinch me, I sure must be dreaming. Oh my fucking god. Alright, Suzato. Ooh, cutscene.
Thank you very much. It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day. Thanks again.
Wait for it. 21B.
This is it. The residence of Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, boy. All the different stuff. It's so nice. Hey, look, man. 19th February, 5:03 p.m. Home Suite. This is where the great detective makes his living. It's surreal to be here somehow. All this stuff. Oh my god. It looks so beautiful and good, and I love it. And oh my god. Is that described in the stories, Miss Suzato? This is as described. Suzato-san? Yeah, no, she's too infatuated.
Many famous cases have been solved here in this very room.
Oh, I suppose they must have been, yes. I read the story, so it's hard to get quite excited about it as she seems to be.
Detectives chase the villains relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down an unlit London street.
Oh boy.
Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism. Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, I suppose I can, yes.
So if you don't mind, I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please don't mind me.
Huh. Best. Looks like our detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me, is anybody home?
Oh, do we have a visitor?
Please tell me. Yes! I figured it'd be her.
Hello? It's a big new case for Mr. Sholmes.
Hello? Wait. Aren't you...
Oh, how rude of me. I'll go and make some tea at once.
I can't do, like, multiple female voices without it sounding like stupid. You, like, do stupid shit anyways, but... I'm sure it's the same girl. Mrs. Otto, did you see the girl who was just here?
Oh yes, isn't it truly extraordinary? To think that the king of Ohima came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case.
The king of... Where are you?
King William Gottfried Sigmund von Ormstein, of course.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Get the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes for a moment, and look over there.
He's rude. I have freshly baked cake as well. Oh, it's you.
I get your little real voices, damn it. Knew it. Zato-san recognizes her too. Yeah, she appeared at the end of the very last case. I'm not repeating these lines. I refuse to repeat these lines. Before trial. Yay, yes. And then, you know, experimental grenade launcher and, you know, blah. Yeah. Enter. Yay. Yeah. Alright, we're good. This is going to turn up the end of Mr. McGilda's trial in the defendant's antechamber.
I met a lawyer from the Far East before. Oh, you having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London?
Yes, it was challenging.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know?
Thank you. It's supposed to look that color.
Oh my, what a fragrant yellow malt flavor. Hooray, it's a winner! I tried blending different leaves designed to alleviate fatigue, you see?
Oh, this is kind of hard for me.
Must be exhausted after your long voyage here. And you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck. Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance?
I know it's... I'll get it. I got it. But my voice is killing me.
Oh, you know Mr. Hurley, do you?
Hurley? Holmes to you, Shirley?
Mr. Sholmes is a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to the Great Britain, you see. Was he really? Well, I had no idea. I'm afraid Hurley's on an errand again today, even though he just returned from overseas.
Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday, after the trial, only briefly at that. I wonder, does she know so much about us? Did she deduce all those things, do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suite? Oh, silly me, I haven't introduced myself, have I?
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, you didn't, but I'm pretty sure I know.
It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson.
Iris Wilson!
Live here together with Hurley.
Oh, Iris, is it? What a lovely name.
What?
What's the matter?
Wait, this can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson?
What's the matter with Zato-san? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? And you're not?
Yes, that's right. What are your names?
Hello, I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Naruhodo's useful assistant, Susato Mikutoba. Wonderful to meet you. Lovely Susie and Runo. Got it!
Alright, we have nicknames, let's go!
Susie?
Bruno. There's more to this girl than meets the eye. So many questions for her. I don't know where to start.
Yes, and so do I.
So many questions, so little time. Oh god. Oh shit. Alright. It's getting close to the time I'll probably need to head off because I have to go into work earlier tomorrow. So I'm gonna end it here. Sorry to say. I really wish I could go further, but I should probably end it here. You know, relax and worry with work tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be, you know, more along so I can actually get to it. So let's save. This is gonna get interesting though. Especially once we finally see Jones again. Definitely gonna be interesting. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. So I definitely enjoyed it. Let me get that and get the phone music. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying this game as much as all the stuff's going on and me trying to do voices. The voices are killing me, don't get me wrong, but I love this game enough to where I'm not caring. I kind of care because like I don't want to like destroy my voice because I need my voice for certain things. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Maybe let's see who looks who seems to be pretty cool right now. Actually, I know a friend I was talking to, and really cool person. Yeah. So really awesome friend I know of. Dreams. They're a VTuber. We're gonna go raid them. They're called Lychee. Lychee for short, but it's like Lychee Bee, I believe, but you know, Lychee for short. Definitely a really cool friend. Gonna go raid her. Anyways, I'll try to continue later on with this at a later time. But this definitely was fun. Definitely enjoyed it. So guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I will see you guys later. Have a good night.